Hello everybody, and welcome back to Trails from Zero. So, before the stream started, I did go and equip everybody with quartz, unlocked a couple of slots for everybody, basically all the slots on everybody, except for a few on Randy, I believe. Where is it? Yeah, no, not a few, just the one. So everybody's gonna have a ton more EP and hopefully enough stats to carry us through here a little more easily. I didn't exactly go and try to specifically get any arts. I just got to put on whatever I had at the time and whatever stats made sense for them. At least in my mind. So yeah, just hopefully we'll have an easier time going through the Mainz road and reach there by the end of the stream. Knowing how long these things go, we'll see. But yes, hope everybody's having a good time. Welcome Pun, welcome Steve, hello there Argoth, hello there Insanic, and hello to anybody lurking in chat, anybody watching the VOD. What are we doing? We are currently heading to Mainz Mining Village, which is the last spot for the investigation in regards to the whole wolf attacking people incident. And we heard some stuff was going down there, so we should hurry. Did you get the analyze art on anybody? I believe I saw that on... Is it information? See detailed information about enemies without analyzing. So I'm assuming this means that I won't need a battle scope as long as I have information on. Is that what that means? Unless if, actually no, you said analyze art, which means that there's a specific art that I can use to analyze? Is that a thing? Where can I check my arts list? Maybe in the detective notebook? Yeah, let's see here. What would I need? Do I even have enough things to make? Give somebody that? No, these are all the quartz. I need to look at the arts. Information lets you see it in the moment, but will not let you log it. So we do still need the battle scope. Gotcha. Did I skip over it? Debuff? I'm not sure. I was looking at the arts list, but I think that might be the arts list of like what the character has at the moment, right? It's a mirage art? I don't see it, no. And this should be listing out all the possible arts that we can have, right? Unless if I'm mistaken. That might not be a thing in this game. Or just misunderstanding. Regardless. It's only available in the next game? Yeah, I see. At least we still have a craft to analyze, and we have the information. And how many battle scopes do we have currently? That might be something I want to pick up more of before we leave. We have 7. That's probably fine. Let's go. Make sure there aren't any treasure chests around on the paths. I'm forgetting which button to see the wider map. There we go. Right bumper. That's an interesting dead end to the path. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Oh, wrong button. Ah, god damn it. Of course it turns around the second I shoot. Okay, what are you? I have the information quartz on. Does that mean only the person with the information quartz on or equipped on can see this info? Regardless, this thing is tough enough to survive. Oh, it just ignored everybody. Never mind. Analyze.
分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。
Only the equipped. Gotcha. Also, hello, Wasabi. I thought that it worked like the whole, the sea enemies on the map thing, or the sea treasure chest on the map, but I guess it's not a party-wide thing. So we have a rock rat, eccentric rat that uses its front teeth to carve boulders that it then rides on. That's kind of fun. 165 weakness to fire. Only person with a lot of fire damage is Randy, but he's not necessarily here to do any arts damage. Got a lot of arrow stuff, but I don't think we're going to need this. You are sort of weak to wind. Ah, damn. 2 years already? Regarding the thing I sent you on Discord, would there be anyone you'd react to the stream VOD with or solo vid? Getting a wisdom tooth out tomorrow, so I need entertainment. I don't know if anybody else would be interested, to be honest. Serby might have if we had gotten into it beforehand, but I feel like I'm gonna have to do a whole, like, introduction phase to the thing first, and then we can go do that. So yeah, outside of me, I don't know if any of my friends are into Total War. But we'll see. Probably a solo thing, if I do a reaction to it. Just still kind of up in the air. Very excited for it though. It's been such a long time since we last played. I'd be super down to get back into it. And genuinely, I think Serby would kind of enjoy the gameplay of Total War. It's surprising that they enjoyed Age of Wonders so much, so... It's just it's a horizontal step. Maybe a diagonal step up. In terms of complexity. Oh shit, that's right. Maybe we wait. I don't need to rush things here. We'll just use our craft points so we save on items. You are a humming gator. This monster is as swift as a bird and as fierce as a gator. A menace in groups. Very weak to water. Leo's liking the Trails remake. I am glad that he's enjoying it. I am sad that he has dropped a couple games in order to get to the Trails remake, but you know what? It is what it is. At least he's found something that he's having fun with. Blind. Tell you what, if you promise you'll never open another chest again, I'll forgive you for this one. That is unfortunately something I cannot promise. I just can't stop opening chests. Blinded. I think I'll keep it on me for now. It does give me more wind, but I think the stats or the +1 movement is pretty valuable for our melee attackers here. Oh. Yo, what's up, Kiwi Bird? There are several reasons that could have happened. The usual answer is YouTube being dumb. But hello there. I think Serbia would find at least a few factions in 40k interesting. Oh yeah. There's definitely something for Serbia there. It's just a matter of learning about it. Okay, so we don't know you. We do already know you, and already know you, so you're the newcomer. Let's check out the other ones first, then we'll analyze you. Disgaea? I was interested in it. I'm not too sure whether I would watch a playthrough of it. I might, just because of curiosity. You know what, I'm just gonna do a team rush and see what happens. I was thinking, you know, maybe I just play it on my own, but it's also another one of those scenarios where I'm not sure if I'd ever get around to it, so maybe I would just watch Nico's playthrough. Oh wait, no, don't attack. Analyze.
分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。
Earth Drome. Small mollusk monster that uses earth arts. Has an endless spring of orbital energy within. Deed is correct, and Insaniac is also correct. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's anything similar to Vampire Coast in 40k, but it's hard to know what Kiwi would like. Kiwi's kind of an enigma. Whatever. Yeah, honestly, Drakari. If not that, then probably the Tyranids. You just have to guess one of the Xenos, 100%. Kiwi's not playing any human factions. Or anything humanoid. Someone on the ground. Pure Bomb. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. You like that the different elemental slimes are friends? It's nice that they're not alone in this world. They ride together and they die together. Not sure what that thing is. It just looks like another slime. What are you? Hail slime. No idea what you are. We shall scan, unless if you die to this. Is there a way? Okay. I'll direct out these three so we can have one left to scan. Necrons or Dark Eldar? Ooh. Knowing Kiwi, I'd say Dark Eldar. Between those two, I feel like it's a pretty easier guess. Necrons are cool, but I don't think they're really Kiwi's thing. I'd probably prefer Necrons more than Kiwi does. But I could be wrong. Hail slime. An eerie mollusk monster that spews foamy bubbles filled with hazardous gas. Hazardous gas, there. They're very resistant to arts, so smack them. Thankfully, we have an incredibly balanced party. None of these are in 40k Total War on launch. Hell no. Yeah, nope. I expect the Imperium to have a couple factions. And that mostly filling things out. Probably orcs. What else would there be? I haven't really been following news very closely in regards to that. If there's been any more reveals or anything like that, so. Not sure. Not sure what I would play either. I think maybe I could try out Mechanicus if they're there. I do like them quite a fair bit. Also, it's kind of interesting. Like, you have the blind effect being applied to enemies there. So, I guess it just takes on-hit status effects that you have on your orbments and potentially applies them during the party rush attack. Although, I'm almost certain we're not going to get that sort of attack on the boss, which is where it would be useful, but something interesting to note. The new FC remaster that's a pre-order bonus for second chapter in Japan? I have not heard any details about that. But then again, it's no surprise that I'm living under a rock. I basically hear about things from you guys, for the most part. Orcs, Eldar, Space Marines, or Guard. Only 4 in launch, unfortunately. I see. That is kind of unfortunate, and I assume that CA is going to sell everybody else as DLC. An expansion, like they do with the Total War Warhammer 3. I am intrigued to see how they implement a lot of their units, though. How they interact with each other. I assume they're probably just going to follow tabletop rules, though.
始めましょう。
Do you love Emperor's Children or Harlequins? Maybe. I can see that. There are a lot of, like, weird things out there in the 40k universe that Kiwi could possibly gravitate towards. I hope, though, that if, for some reason, Kiwi does play it with me, that we don't have another incident of go to the opposite side of the world to get this one leader trait when Kiwi doesn't even know how to control our army. But I have a feeling that's going to happen again regardless. I'd be remiss to not fish at such a scenic spot. Do I even have any ammunition? I do. I got 2. Morning, Enbert. Nice. You play Iron Warriors or Imperial Fists? Are you fortifying this position, Steve? What? Nobody likes dumplings. Bruh. Possible to get team rush chances on fights you don't initiate with a stun, but it's very rare. I see. So it's just an RNG thing. Just like any other turn-based effect, I assume? Knowing how GW works, I expect them to want CA to prioritize adding factions that are getting new minis. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. You think they'll add the dwarves? The space dwarves in there? Before any of the major factions? I mean, I guess technically they're also a major faction, right? They're just newer. Ooh. The Star Wars XCOM is looking very interesting, Wasabi. I already have the release date on my calendar. I don't know if I have the time to stream it, but if I don't have the time, I'll make the time. Because I really want to play it, and I hope it's good. I've been meaning to get back into Star Wars anyways. It's been such a long time since our Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. And there are so many Star Wars games out there that I have yet to experience, and a ton of lore about the series that I still have yet to learn about. Could be a good segue into something. Like, what was it? Jedi Survivor games? Those go on sale very often, actually. So it wouldn't be too difficult to try and get a playthrough of that going. Just a matter of time. I hope it won't be invincible units. What do you mean by that, Wasabi? As in, like, invincibility is a mechanic? Is switching out Zero Met Serbi? I think officially, according to the Legit Weebs lore, I created Serbi in an attempt to create a friend. Something along those lines. This was something that we had talked about way back when we started the channel, and there was this trend, I suppose, of having VTuber lore during your debut stream, which we quickly scrapped afterwards because it was felt like we didn't really need it, but it was one of the ideas. As in your units can be killed in action, like XCOM. Oh, as in like, I see. Your units get knocked out, or they cannot die permanently because they're part of the story, is probably what you mean there. I see. We'll have to see. There's probably like a lose condition if a main character dies. Thinking about it though, it is Star Wars. It might not be... Well, we haven't really seen much details about it, or at least I haven't, so... We're just guessing at this point. VTuber lore is certainly a thing that can exist. Yeah, it can. It can. We were big fans of Hololive back in the day, and they have a ton of lore to their VTubers, so we were like, oh, let's do it. Then we were like, this is kind of a waste of time, and people probably wouldn't really care about it anyway, so we're just gonna scrap it. But it was fun while it lasted. You find a notebook with a gauntlet on it. You decide to leave it in case the owner comes back. A notebook with a gauntlet. I assume that's the bracer symbol? If anything, I could see them going the Mechanicus route, where named important characters cannot perma-die, but normal fighters can. I can see that. Like, you can recruit mercenaries or drones or whatever, or droids, in order to fight for you, but those units are expendable. Main characters, not so much. You lose them, you lose the game. Maybe. We'll see. It's not too long, though. I think it's like next month. Gotta check my calendar again. Racer logo is the supporting gauntlet. Oh yeah. This is a Team Rush chance, but I don't know what this is. Nepenthes? Let me cancel this Team Rush. This might be a dangerous thing. Maybe I do use an item here. Where is it? Battlescope? R2-D2's the least expendable character, so I don't know if droids would be expendable. Is it one of those things where it's like the D&D NPC thing? Where your player characters get so attached to the NPCs that they're basically a part of the story permanently? If they die, then your player characters will rage. That's potentially. Then have the mercenaries be expendable. Let's see. An insectivorous plant. I assume that means that it only eats insects. That pulls acid within, triggers earthquakes when attacked. Actually, it's a plant. Probably that's the technical classification for them, or what they're referred to as, like a Venus flytrap. But also triggers earthquakes when attacked. What the hell? Anyways, die. Imagine it be a case of named leader units that cannot perma-die but can get wounded. And you can recruit rebels, troopers, droids that you can name that are expendable. Yeah, you could do it that way. Yeah, I'm with Wasabi on that one, that I hope you can actually lose units. It'd be really cool if you could customize some units as well. Because back when we were playing XCOM, that was like the most fun part about our XCOM playthrough, was that we had customized our units, we grew attached to them, we even created a couple of units that were named after you guys in chat. And whenever we lost them, it was, it created stories that last till today. I still remember how often Pun's character would get brainwashed and murder the entire squad because Pun's character was so goddamn strong. It was crazy how strong they were. That'd be a lot of fun. Like, if I can't get XCOM 3, then can I at least get something equally as fun? We'll see. In terms of tactical games, though, I'm eating pretty good this year. Like, there's still Fortune Leave around the corner, which I am also very incredibly excited for, and will likely play through every single route of that game. I just hope the story and the character writing is peak. Because really, you know, that's kind of just what was missing from Engage, at least in my opinion. I just needed a good story, because the gameplay was good.
ごいな。
Wow, this is amazing.
絶景ね。
What a fantastic view.
私たちの住むクロスベルってこんなにも美しかったのね。
Crossbell truly is a beautiful place. I mean, yeah. It may be at a slightly lower resolution than real life, but imagine if this was your view outside your window. That'd be kind of awesome.
ここまで歩いた疲れも吹き飛んでしまう気がします。
Seeing this almost makes all my fatigue from walking here fade away.
しかし大都市から少し離れるとこんな自然が広がってるとはな。
Who knew all this nature was just a stone's throw away from the big booming metropolis?
なんつうか変な自治州だよな。
Crossbell's kind of a weird place when you think about it, huh?
おっと悪い。けなすつもりじゃなかったが。
Not that I don't like it. It's just surprising is all.
いや、言いたいことはわかる気がする。
No, it's fine. I get what you're trying to say, Randy.
外国の街で2年くらい暮らしたけど、
I mean, I lived in Calvard for over 2 years, and compared to there, Crossbell
そこ
is
と比べるとクロスベルは確かにアンバランスかもしれない。
lacking balance, I suppose? The city is extremely modern, while the surrounding countryside is very traditional. I mean, you're gonna get that imbalance when you start to modernize yourself. I think that's just a natural process of the journey to, well, a full metropolis. Which I don't really know if Crossbell wants to become that. I'm sure a lot of the politicians want to make it that, but I mean like the people. I wonder if we'll have any sort of themes in regards to that.
そうね。私も留学とかであちこちの国を回ったけど、
Grew up with views like this. Norway's a very scenic country. Oh, that's awesome. And I'm a little bit jelly. Final Fantasy Tactics at some point? At some point. That is a game that I do want to try out. A lot of other games too, within a similar vein to that. Like stuff like, what's it? Triangle Strategy? I've seen that game flown around. It looks kind of interesting. I just love the turn-based strategy games. Agreed. I also traveled to numerous countries while I was studying
ど
abroad.
こも伝統と自然の美しさを大事にしている国ばかりだったわ。
And no matter how advanced the country was, they still place importance on tradition and appreciating the beauty of nature.
でも、私はクロスベルが決して嫌いではありません。
While that may all be true, it does not make me dislike Crossbell. None the slightest.
良いところも悪いところも含めて引きつけられる感じがします。
I find both its good and bad parts to be captivating.
ティオ、
ありがとう。
Thank you.
ま、いろいろと刺激的な場所だとは思うぜ。
Well, there's definitely something special about it, that's for
俺
sure.
たちみたいな縁もゆかりもない連中がなぜか集まっちまうくらいだし。
Think about it. We had nothing to do with each other, and yet this place managed to bring the four of us together.
そうですね。
Indeed.
確かにクロスベルあっての俺たちなんだよな。
Right. It's because Crossbell is the way it is that the SSS exists in the first place.
そう考えると悪いところばかりじゃないわね。
When you put it like that, there are a lot of things to appreciate about Crossbell, huh? Oh, there it is.
また
There's what the people want, what the politicians want, what the other nations want, and the direction the world is developing independent of any individual nation or person. It's very true. There are probably a ton more factors outside that you could probably list that will affect how things go in the future. It's just hard to tell. There are patterns that happen, but there's also anomalies that can pop up here and there. Like, for instance, this case. Who knows? This may lead into something much, much bigger. And I say this because there was definitely no foreshadowing of that at the very beginning of this game. There it is
今度
again.
は随分はっきりと聞こえたわね。
It was much more distinct this time.
どっから聞こえたかわかるか？
Any idea which way it came from?
待ってください。
Please give me a moment.
アクセス。 10セルジュ北西です。
10 cell gate to the
地
northwest.
図と照らし合わせるとちょうど参道の分岐点ですね。
Cross analyzing it with the map, it should be located at the mountain paths
わ
form.
かった。行ってみよう。
Got it. Let's head on over then. You got 3 sparkling hearts and lost? I have no idea how the freaking Streamlabs gambling system works, to be honest. Like, what even constitutes a win in slots? I could probably look at it, but I'll be honest, I've never gone into the menu. I just turned it on. I'm like, yep, that's good. I missed. Fucked up. I picked this up. Tear bomb. Run! Zero rigged it. The house always wins.
先生可能始め
Look,
ましょう。
at least your donuts don't actually mean anything. It's not real money. Although I suppose you could say it's real time. But let's take this as a lesson to just don't gamble. Just don't do it. It's never worth it. Never.
オッケーです。
いさ
3 in a row is a win of some sort? Usually, yes. But I feel like there's probably a lose condition as well. Inserted somewhere in the slots.
よっしゃ
Because, well, the house, the house always wins. The odds are stacked against you.
任せてくれ。せいはっ
Damn. It's real to me.
そこです。
I'm sorry, Wasabi, but virtual donuts aren't real and they can't hurt you. Trust me on this one. You don't need to go and see a therapist to figure that one out. Would be nice if I could send you guys some donuts, though. Wouldn't that be awesome? Here, thanks for being regulars on the channel. Have some donuts. Dude, I'd watch every stream if that were the case. Could I watch my own streams and then receive donuts?
俺
That'd
の
be
番
nice.
だな。
Do we have anybody new here? No. No. Nope. Okay. No die.
よし
There's a song about how donuts have 0 calories because they're shaped like the number 0? I have never heard of that song, but I'm also not surprised.
行きます。
I mean, there's a song about how, you know, what a fox's noise actually is,
行くわよ。
or like how to tie a noose. there are probably plenty of songs out there that are not very conventional.
俺の番だな。
Here in Thailand, we certainly have our fair share of strange songs. At least that's been my impression of the songs that my mom sings from time to time. Whenever she's in a good mood, she'll sing some silly song with the lyrics that are pretty funny and don't really make a whole lot of sense.
よっしゃ畳みかける
But
ぞ
it's just a human thing, I suppose, not necessarily a cultural thing.
よっしゃ一気にボコるぞ。あ
Corone picked it for a unit to perform at one of the early fesses? That's funny.
ちょろいぜ。
Good song to pick. What if we had a channel reward where we made you eat donuts? That would be awesome. The problem with that is I think I'd have to shell out some money for the donuts, and I don't really have that. And shit's expensive nowadays. Luminous glasses. I'm giving you that for free because I know before long you'll come crawling back for more. Is this my local dealer or something? I believe that's the usual tactic now. I give this to you for free or dirt cheap. Then you'll become addicted to it. And then you'll have to come and buy it from me. Mr. Randy with 2 straw hats. How does that... Just imagining the mental image of Randy wearing 2 straw hats is kind of funny to me. All right. We'll do this then. The What Does the Fox Say song was the result of a bet between the artist and a producer. Producer said that he could make any song a hit. He suggested a song about fox noises. And, well, there you go. That was a good bet. That's funny. It's crazy to me how many things start with such, like, a simple idea. Or even a joke like that. And become, like, phenomenal things that are household names and stuff like that. I'm sure there are plenty of stories of, like, some of the most well-known video games out there being created because some dude had an idea and talked about it with another dude. And then it became what it is. Randy the Straw Pirate? Always was. Randy is based like that after all. And I mean, have you seen the woman in One Piece? I'm sure Randy would like a piece of that. I have attacked them in the wrong order. Now I will be punished. With foam to the face. Never mind. Never punished. Although that's kind of scary now I think about it. Imagine if I hit a boss on a crit turn and I miss. Well, shit. Gotta keep that in mind. Ooh, it's a bridge. A bridge to a trapped chest? A lot of game franchises that still live today were originally 1 to 2 person projects. Oh yeah, very much so. Uh-oh. The plant saw me. Can't barely move, but S-crabs never miss, which is useful. Oh, that's very good. Just gotta make sure that we save our S-crabs for those very important crit turns. The iconic Mortal Kombat Scorpion pull move motion was created so nonchalantly. Really? Is there a story behind it? If there is, I don't know about it. The game is telling you that you should stop grinding right now? I think I will continue grinding. I mean, the mobs are already in the way. There's no reason for me not to. Sure, I could just blaze through the entire game, but what would be the fun in that? What? Monster level 35? What level am I? I'm half of the monster's level. Not even. But Jesus, okay. We'll come back to that later. Never mind. Considering how much higher of a level it is, I don't think it's one of those things where I can just out-strategize it too. Maybe there's a world where I do, but like, that would cost a lot of resources unnecessarily. We'll just come back later. Yeah, exactly what Pun said. It also saves me some time, at least on my own, to not have to grind out if I end up running out of money or need some more sepith in order to craft some quartz. That way we can get to all the cool shit, like the higher level arts, sooner rather than later. And I mean, it also gives us a good opportunity to fill out the whole Pokedex that we got going on. Is this the fork in the road you were talking about, Tio?
狼型魔獣ってのは見当たらなさそうだが、
Can't say I spot any signs of a wolf around
また
here.
他の場所に移動したのかもしれないわね。
It's possible it may have moved elsewhere again. I feel like it's leading us somewhere.
左の方が鉱山町方面として、あちらの方には何があるのかしら。
I know the path to the left will take us to Mainz, but I'm not so sure about the right.
データベースにも該当する情報はありません。
I am not seeing any information regarding that path in the database either.
一応調べた方がいいかもしれませんね。
It might prove beneficial to investigate just in case.
ああ、先に進む前に確かめてみよう。
Yeah, might as well. Let's check it out before we move on to Mainz. Okie dokes. Where does that lead, actually? Oh. It leads to that red dot right there. There you go. Welcome, Adrian. And I do agree, yes. I'd rather not get rubber banded back.
よっしゃ畳みかけ
Begin
るぞ
slapping me with a wall of go and
こ
grind.
こだよっしゃ一気にボコ
But also, I guess I'm just used to the JRPG formula by now.
そこです。
Or maybe it's more accurate to say the SMP formula. Where I would much rather just spend the time grinding through the dungeons so that the boss fight is a little less painful.
やっとよし、もう大丈夫だ。
How do they see a fork in the road when there is no kitchen fork stuck in the ground? I don't know. Just one of those silly things about languages, ain't it? Couldn't decide what else to call it. Could call it like a Y intersection. But that would confuse people. They would think somebody's asking a question all the time. This is not so great for elevated ground. We saw an example of that earlier when the mob was lower than us. Maybe in those scenarios I should swap to a melee character.
俺の番だな。えいはっ
I meant that you'll rubber band forward with XP if you're behind. That is true. We'll rubber band in any which way that we want to. Regardless, the game will do something to us.
任せてくれ。やっと
私の番ね。
I think you're gonna be able to finish these guys off before they can attack here, actually. Yeah.
行くぜ
Ellie doesn't know how to up or down. All battle arenas are flat after all. Yeah. It's kind of surprising that... Actually, this probably isn't the first instance of this, is it?
任せてくれ。
Trying to think back in the previous games, we didn't have a mechanic where we attacked in the overworld, did we? We would just run into enemies from behind them. Because I feel like I've never had this issue before. So I guess it might just be unique to this game because they added the mechanic here. Because from another angle, I was thinking, did they not have elevated ground in the previous maps? But no, they most certainly did. It's just we ran into them. No field attacks. Do they have field attacks in the remake? Is that like a new mechanic introduced for the first chapter remake?
先生可能。始め
I
ましょ
assume
う。
so, considering it's third person.
ここだ
And probably more in line with the modern combat for Trails.
よっしゃ一気にボコるぞ
了解。
It has daybreak field combat. Well, unfortunately, I have no context about any of the future games.
任せてくれ。
You can beat monsters with only field attacks?
せいはっ
That would save a lot of time actually
ま
on the
だまだい
grind.
ける。
I assume it's like if you're strong enough and you're just there to farm for the Sepith, then you can just smack people. Then you go down in one hit. Kind of like in Persona. You can just run into them.
みんなチャンス
Or
よ。
was that specifically only like a P5
Exactly.
thing? Where you could run into the mobs in Mementos with Morgana's car.
俺の番だな。えいはっ
私の番ね。
You can swap the turn-based mode at will. Yeah, so like a Baldur's Gate 3 situation. Very good.
任せろ
Oh my god,
俺の
Randy.
番だな。いや、いや。
任せてそこ
I think I even have the hit one on Randy. But sometimes shit happens.
そこだ。
Never mind. Sometimes shit happens. Haha. I do have the evade one, I believe. On Lloyd here. You have to be at least 5 levels above if you want to instant kill enemies during field combat. Gotcha. Wait a minute.
はい
Oh. What is this red dot here? I'm scared of the red dot, so I'm gonna say no, don't exit the game. Oh. Are you like some sort of boss? A large monster is prowling around. Exterminatus.
ありそうじゃねえか俺の番だな
Prefer my turn-based games without any timing-based interactions? I suppose I must deal with it in some games. Like, what was it? Expedition? I think Expedition had a mechanic where you had to, like, perfect time a parry or something. Shit, I don't know what you guys do. Ball Eagle. Ball! To my battle scope. I believe we had a quest over here, actually. That there was a monster along the Mainz path that we had to exterminate, so this is probably it. A large bird that lives in rocky areas dies from above to strike with its sharp claws. Oh, it drops a hit too. Very nice. Use fire.
任せてくれ。みんな、一気に行くぞ。
Mario and Luigi also. Parry and dodge to avoid damage. Oh, for Expedition? Yeah. A lot of our wind abilities are going to be kind of useless here. Confuse might be nice if it lands. Movement 4. How are we chrono down? This is targeted? Yeah, it's targeted. Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
私の番です
We do have a crit turn incoming, so I might use one of my S-crafts there. My S-craft is a line attack. That is right. If I charge up a firebolt here, we'll land on the crit turn. Maybe it's best that I use your S-craft, so we don't charge now. Maybe we just heal first. Could also simply just attack. 500 HP. What about our dishes? 30% HP. The longer we hold on to this, the better it's going to be when our max HP pool expands. I'll just use the tier bomb. And leave!
それ
Very good.
任せろ
Alright, Randy. Ooh. Can you survive another hit? I think you probably can. Let's give the smackdown on these fools. That guy's already sped down, so we'll focus on the other one.
さてと
I can't aim it. Oh, and unfortunately because of the Randy smack, it's now... They're now not in line with each other. Oh, no. I guess it's fine. I can just use Randy's S-craft instead then. Let's break Randy. There we go. That's how we use this.
こいつはどうだいはあクリムゾンゲイル
very good damage.
私の番です。
Okie dokes. Fine. Let's cast the fireball then.
エニグマ駆動。
任せてくれ。
Should die here. Do we have anything else to help support our team? Tiger charge. We could heal somebody. Could heal Randy. And defense up on one person. One person probably not very good. If it was an AoE defense up, then maybe.
それ。Thanks.
Thanks? Bruh. Not today.
さてと。
Okie dokes. Let's do some recovery. An area HP heal. That's 29 EP, but we got plenty. Make sure that people don't die here.
それ。
And oh my god, you're still alive. That's fine. One smack from one of the boys here will do it. This is Lloyd. Yeah, Lloyd can probably finish this. Very good. Get out of here, you. Hey, Randy. Bake and bake.
私の番です。
Let's continue to cast our firebolt.
エニグマ駆動。任せて。
I believe we don't have a firebolt though. No. We do have a soul blur. So we can do that.
行くぜ。
I think moving AoE heals to a different base element was a good change. Makes quartz building much more interesting. I noticed that as well when I put in the quartz, that it wasn't like another water AoE healing. So now you have to add wind in there too. I guess in some ways it kind of makes sense. But I do agree that at least it's a refreshing change from the 3 previous games that we'd already played.
それ。
Nice. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything fancy for this last one.
はい。
He's already sped down. We just demolish him.
えい。エニグマ駆動。
His speed down is going to expire here, though. I have to reapply it. Ooh. Okie dokes. How about we debilitate?
エニグマ駆動。はい。
Ooh. You know what? Sure. Why
行き
not?
ます。はあ。
Hiya! Does barely the same amount of damage as, oh my god, I was gonna say Randy hits. Never mind.
俺の番
There we
だ。
go.
さてと。
Gotta remember that we also have the Holy Bullet for 40 crop points. Another good source of healing. Don't think we're going to need to heal Lloyd here in battle.
俺の番だな。やや。
おっしゃ。
Yeah, this should be over.
や。
Nice.
さあ、先を急ぎましょう。
Rare high-speed sighting. I know of the function, but I'd rather, whenever I'm walking down the paths for the first time, just get to absorb the environment, make sure that we don't miss anything. Especially in battle, too. When you're fighting a new monster, you don't know what it does to you. Then how are you going to counter it? So I just wait to see first what it does. We should heal here, though. Tear Bomb? Yes. The plus crop point portion of Holy Bullet should not be overlooked. Oh yeah, plus 20 crop points is pretty good. Plus I believe it's an AoE. Makes it even better. Damn it. Maybe we need a longer range attack for that one. I'm just gonna wait it out. There we go. Alright,
よーし一気に行くぞ
はい任せろ
Be gone.
行くぞスパッ
私の番ね私へい
よっしゃ
任せてくれエリア
Oh,
任
it's
せて
one of you.
はいそこです
行くぜ
よー
Ooh.
しやっ
任せろ
Okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's just a one-person earthquake. I thought it'd be like some of those older mobs in Trails that we met, where if they were damaged, they start just shaking the entire arena over and over. That's a pain in the ass to deal with.
先生可能始めましょう
任せろ
Well, it still doesn't have separate values. I guess they just simplify the whole ornament system even further.
さてと
Hey, regardless, I'm curious to see how the series evolves over time. Because obviously, they've had a lot of feedback,
行く
and
ぜ
I guess just wanting to reinvent the wheel. Potentially lore reasons as well. Considering the way that they've changed how ornaments work in this game due to lore, I can definitely see them doing something with future games too.
さてとへい
よっし
Not
ゃ
as bad as the adult version of that mob. Oh no. There's an adult version?
俺の番だな
さてと
Oh, don't turn your back on
私の
me.
番そこです
Oh. Ah!
任せろ
You shot the one person with the highest ADF. How do you feel?
行くぞ
私の番私の番へい
Quick turn. Super recovery. Hell no. Die.
行くぞ
I don't want to use any of my crop points here.
へい
There we go.
はあこれで一安心です
How we doing? We're doing okay. There's a mob here. Also one of the plants.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ
持ってきます
ここだ
Met them before? Ah. So the things that I was
一
mentioning.
気にボ
Yeah.
コるぞ
OK です
Although there were quite a few of them actually that did that.
任せて
I don't think it was unique to the plant ones,
さ
but
あ先を急ぎましょう
I do recall completely like butchering those fights initially because I didn't understand the mechanic. Used up a lot of items, but we got through it. Inside the chest, you discover the secret city of Chestbell. Is it just a bunch of chests? Chest messaging rates may apply. Oh shit. Am I gonna get billed after this? I hope not. For every single chest you've opened, the game just locks itself out when you reach the ending. You have to pay the toll in order to see the ending now. $5 for every chest you've opened. You know what? I'm just gonna walk past you. What you gonna do about it? Hated those worms back then. Yeah. Those the bull worms or whatever they were called. Ugh. Healing everybody with teal? I could probably do that. I haven't felt the need to yet, though. But better safe than sorry. What is this place?
随分雰囲気のある建物ね
This building has quite a striking presence.
廃墟という感じでもないし誰か住んでいそうだけど
It seems as though someone's living here, too. Well, it says Rosenberg Studio, right? On the left there?
おいそこに看板が出てるぜ
Oh, hey, there's a sign over there. Thanks for noticing, Randy. Indeed.
ここが
Rosenberg.
エリー知ってるのか
Does that ring any bells, Ellie?
ええその筋では有名な人形工房よ
Yes, it does. It's a very famous doll studio known for making many valuable
高
antiques.
価なアンティークドールを手掛ける天才人形師がいると言われているわ
I've been told it's owned by an extremely talented doll maker.
へえそんな工房があるのかよ
Dang, who knew a place like that would be all the way out here? I mean, the sign also says keep out. We're at the very top of a mountain along a path. Do they want people to show up here?
私も名前くらいは聞いたことがあります
I've actually heard of that name before.
確か オークションなどで途方もない値がつけられるとか。
If I'm not mistaken, his dolls are usually sold at auctions for extraordinarily high prices.
いくつか見たことがあるけど、まさに芸術品という感じだったわ。
That's right. I've seen a few of his pieces and they truly are works of art.
クロスベルにあるとは聞いてたけど、こんな人里離れた場所にあったのね。
I knew he operated around Crossbow, but I never have guessed it was from such a remote place. Well, if I have to assume the type, the introverted artsy type, he doesn't want people to mess with his work, but just wants to do good work, I guess that makes sense. And if you have the money for it, then why not?
天才人形師か。
A talented doll maker, you
看
said.
板の警告といい、気難しそうな雰囲気だけど、話を聞かせてもらえないかな。
If the sign is any indication, he's not very open to strangers. Would he even be willing to speak to us in the first place? Great perception there, Lloyd.
おじいさんなら留守よ。
Oh. If you're looking for Grandpa Jorg, he's not here. I probably completely butchered that name. Huh. Uh-huh. I see. Huh?
女の子。
A little girl?
この工房の子供でしょうか。
Could she be living at the studio?
こんにちは。
Good day,
お
everyone.
兄さんたち誰？
Who might you four be?
この工房に何の用かしら。
Do you have some business here? Yeah, Estelle and Joshua will be kind of over the moon if they knew she was here. I wonder if they're here because they were following her? Well, I think we had learned that they were here because Crossbell needed help, right? Maybe there was another side to it as well. Oh,
その怪しいものじゃないよ。
don't worry. There's no need to be suspicious of us.
俺たちはクロスベル市の警察の人間なんだけど。
We're with the Crossbow Police Department. Well, unfortunately, in a more modern sense, if the police are involved, you should be suspicious.
警察の人なんだ。
Oh, you're police officers?
警察の人って街でしか見たことないけど。
That's funny. I've never seen the police wander outside of the city before.
こんなところにも見回りに来るのね。
Are you patrolling this area now? In second chapter, Ren claimed to be from Crossbell. I do not recall that now, but good to know. And no, I have not read any of the supplementary material for Trails. I haven't seen any of the Trails manga. In fact, I think I didn't know it existed, but I do recall it being brought up before. However, people were kind of glad that I didn't check it out because I think it spoils the fact that Estelle and Joshua would show up here. But I don't know if it's called Ring of Judgment or if that's just a different series.
ああ、その見回りに来たわけじゃないんだ。
Actually, no. We didn't come here as part of a patrol.
この辺りに出る魔獣について話を聞かせてもらえないかと思って。
We were hoping to ask someone about the monsters in the area.
この辺りに出る魔獣？どんな魔獣について知りたいの？
Monsters? What kind of monsters did you want to ask about?
その狼の姿をした魔獣なの。
We think they may be wolf-like
おじい
monsters.
さんから聞いたことはないかしら。
Has your grandfather mentioned any like that before?
聞いたことないわ。
No, I'm afraid
で
not.
も、そうね。さっき遠吠えみたいな声が遠くから聞こえてきたけど。
But I think I remember hearing some howling in the distance earlier.
それのことかしら？
Is that what you're here investigating?
ああ、そうなんだ。
Yeah, that's
おじ
it.
いさんは留守って言ったね。工房には他に誰もいないのかい？
You said your grandfather is away, so does that mean the studio is empty?
そうよ。
Yes, that's right.
夕方には戻ってくるって言ってたけど。
He did tell me he would return this evening, though.
そうか。
Ah, okay.
さっきも言ったように、この辺りで危険な魔獣がうろついているみたいなんだ。
In any event, the monsters we're looking for are extremely
おじいさんが
dangerous.
帰るまで、お家の中にいてくれるかい？
It would probably be best if you stayed inside until your grandfather gets back. For any other kid, this would make a ton of sense, Lloyd, and you're doing your job very well. For this one, I think she can take care of herself.
別に構わないけど。
Yeah, I could do that, but...
お兄さんたちについていく
What?
のも面白そうね。
I think following you all would be much more entertaining.
え？
Eh? What? Nani? What?
だってその狼さんと鬼ごっこをしてるんでしょ？
You're playing tag with those wolves, aren't you?
それともかくれんぼかしら？とっても楽しそうだわ。
Or maybe it's more like hide and seek. Either way, it seems quite fun.
確かにそう言えなくもないですね。
I suppose that is one way of putting it.
なかなか面白いお嬢ちゃんだな。
Oh, you have no idea, Randy. You're one weird kid, you know that?
何があるかもわからないから、ちょっと連れて行けないんだ。
Hold on. We're still not sure what it is we're chasing down, so I really don't think taking you along is a good idea.
ごめん。うちの中にいてくれないかな。
Sorry, but again, would you mind staying inside?
つまらないわ。
How boring.
彼が治っていれば退屈なのも紛れるのに。
If only he was repaired, then I wouldn't be so bored.
仕方ないから今日もあっちに潜って。
He was repaired?
遊んであげよう
Hater Mater? Don't know. Is your grandfather also one of your puppets? Actually, are you the puppet master? Oh well. Perhaps I should leave it at that for today and go mess with Freckles a bit more. Freckles?
それともガラスの後ろに遊びに行ってみようかしら。
Or maybe I should go play in the glass castle instead.
あっちに潜って。
Mess with who?
ガラスの後ろ。
What is the glass castle?
こちらのことよ。
Oh, don't mind me.
そうだ。まだ名乗ってなかったわね。
Ah, that's right. I haven't introduced myself yet.
レンって呼んでちょうだい。
Please call me Ren.
本当はもう一人紹介したい子がいるんだけど。
There's someone else I would love to introduce to you as
あ
well.
いにく右
you
足
too
を
as
怪
well.
我してて、おじいさんの治療を受けてるの。
But unfortunately, his right leg was broken recently, and Grandpa Jorg is patching him up right now.
そうなのか。人形か何かの話かな。
I'm sorry to hear that. Is she talking about one of her dolls or something?
どうやら狼さん、とっても頭がいいみたいね。
These wolves you're after seem to be quite the smarty
ちょ
pants.
っと遊んでみたいけど。レンはもう大人だから、あんまりわがままは言わないわ。
I wanted to play with them for a bit, but I suppose I am a grown-up now, so I should act like one.
頑張ってね、支援家のお兄さんたち。
Good luck with the rest of your investigation. Special support section.
ああ、ありがとう。
あなたも
Thanks.
気をつけてね。
You be careful now, Ren. Alright.
なかなかユニークな女の子でしたね。
She was quite interesting.
その有名な人形師のお孫さんあたりでしょうか。
Is she actually the granddaughter of the famous Rosenberg doll maker?
ま、そんなところだろ。
Guess so.
しかし、随分とませたガキンチョだったな。
She was strangely mature for her age, don't you think?
とっても可愛い子だったじゃない。
I thought she was simply adorable.
ちょっと謎めいた言い方がまた魅力的っていうか。
She may have had a unique way of talking, but that's just part of her charm.
ロイド、どうしたの？
Lloyd is like, I sense an enforcer. Lloyd, is something wrong?
なんだよ。狐につままれたみたいな顔して。
I see you getting that look in your eye again.
何か気になることでも？
Did something stand out to you?
いや、大したことじゃないんだけど。
Well, it's not anything major.
あの子最後に支援課のお兄さんたちって言ってなかったか？
It's just, right before she left, didn't she call us the special support section? I don't think we ever introduced ourselves as the SSS, actually. Oh.
そういえば、名乗っていませんでしたね。
Now that you mention it, we did not introduce ourselves as such, did we?
なんであんなガキンチョが俺たちのこと知ってんだよ。
How the hell would some little girl out in the middle of nowhere know who we are?
まあ、クロスベルタイムズを見て支援課のことを知ったのかもしれない。
Well, it's possible that she recognized us from the Crossbow
それで
Times.
俺たちがそうだと気づいた可能性はあるけど。
And if that's the case, there's a decent chance she'd know who we
それ
were.
にしたって不思議な子だなと思ってさ。
Still, I think there's more to her than meets the eye. She's a transformer.
確かに。
I concur.
ま、とりあえず狼型魔獣はこちらの方には来ていないみたいだ。
Anyway, it doesn't look like the wolves came
一
this
旦
way.
サンサロまで戻って鉱山町の方に向かおう。
Let's head back for now and keep making our way toward
ええ、
Mainz.
わかったわ。
Yes, let's. Some poor souls start the series at 0. You know, I'm honored that people want to start the series immediately with my game, but like, why? Why do you... why... What is the explanation of wanting to jump into a series kind of somewhere in the middle? I don't really get it. It's like watching JoJo's from part 3 as your first part. Like, why? A transformer. Sometimes a giant robot does appear where Ren is. You know? Maybe Ren is Pater Mater. Have we ever seen the two of them in the same shot? We have, actually. But no matter. She's a transformer. Why would people start at Cold Steel 1? I mean, I assume that has to be a new protagonist. Like a new story, so maybe it's okay. But you're probably gonna miss all the references to everything. The gate is firmly shut. I wonder how it would work in that case, because would it be like non-linear storytelling in a series? And then you go back and play the older games and then like things start to click? It could work like that. I'm just gonna skip all these mobs, to be honest. I already fought them. Or at least try to. That'd be dumb, right, Dirty Part Skipper? If you're talking about Resident Evil, I feel like that's a more of a unique case. Where Resident Evil 7 was meant to be an entry point. Or like how Fire Emblem Three Houses was meant to be a new entry point. I don't know if they've done that for Trails. Unless if they consider like any story to be open to newcomers, so they write it in a specific way that it can be enjoyed in a self-contained thing, but you just won't get the finer details. Oh, that's right. I'm ready. It's fine to start at this game all the time, but I disagree with them for Trails. You can start the series at the start of an arc. You won't know certain things, but are not explicitly necessary to know the references. I guess that's true. You don't need to know everything that's going on, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to appreciate it for what it is, right? I mean, it's kind of like how, while I would disagree with Steve's take on it, I do agree on the point of like, I can't appreciate the finer details when I'm playing through Resident Evil 9. because I did not grow up playing as Leon or going through Raccoon City and shit like that.
終了しました。
So in that essence, I can kind of understand. But regardless, I can still enjoy the game. And whatever new lore that they have. But this one bakes so deeply with like Estelle, Joshua, Ren, previous characters from the first 3 games. Not too sure on that one though. There could be even more. And I wonder if there are like plot important things too. I forgot to attack here because I was a melee character. Rip. But there could be more like plot relevant things that have to do with characters from the previous game. We'll see. Sky was locked to PC in English until the remakes. Crossbow and no official release for a while. If it's an accessibility thing, then that's a little more understandable. Like the first 3 games. So this is kind of my only starting point. I get that. Oh shit. My internet dropped there for a second. If stream lags, just make sure to refresh. It should be back by now. So, Bleeping? That's why I didn't go with the series over YS. There's so many games to get through before the one I wanted to start with. Yeah, that's fair. It can be quite daunting. And I guess that goes into the whole conversation of, would it be better if people just skip parts so that they could get to the good ones? Or the ones that they want to start with? I'm not necessarily saying, you know, the good ones are like the later Trails games are the only good ones. I'm just giving an example of the type of conversations or things that people bring up in conversation in regards to matters like this. But like, would it be better if people could just skip to the good part, the good stuff, so that they don't drop off the series early? It's tough. Actually, I recall having this conversation with Insaniac before. Now I think about it. No! The betrayal of the highest degree. I think the conclusion though is like, it's entertainment. As long as you're enjoying it, then it's not wrong. If you're not enjoying it, then why are you doing it? It's like playing a game that you don't want to play anymore. Why are you even playing? YS is action combat, and I love that more than turn-based. That's fair. Have you tried out any of the Tales games, Oblivion? When I tried out Tales of Berseria, that seemed, from what I recall, pretty action combat based. A lot of fighting game combos. Considering the amount of EP we have, yeah, I'll just do this. Here. Not yet, but I do want it. Very nice, very nice. I did not finish Berseria. That is still on hold. I will return to it someday, but from the little that I did play of it, I did enjoy it. Crash Bomb is Randy's actual ultimate move? Check out the description. Let's see. Where would I go to look at tactics? Wait, support members. Intriguing. Status? Here we go. Attack, area large, blind 100? Throws a flash grenade with 100% chance to blind. The fuck? How many crap points does that cost? Doesn't tell me. So you're telling me that Randy is basically gonna be my Tita of this game. That's good. We're being haunted by the ghosts of dinners past. My condolences. I think that's a terrible take, but to each their own. What do you mean, Adrian? To what take are you
かな
referring
りしっ
to?
かりした作りだな。
Ah, this is some tunnel. Looks like they went all out when they made it. Does look like a very well-built tunnel.
こんな山中にあるってことは、やっぱりセプチウムの運搬のためか。
Oh, it's crab point neutral if you hit 5 mobs? That's really good then. Lost my save after getting halfway, so I gotta replay to finish it. Oof. Been there before, man. Been there before. Good luck with that whenever you get back around to it. Though, I guess if it's this far into the mountain, it must have been used to mine septium at some point. Yeah, maybe.
そのはずだよ。
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
確かクロスベルが自治州として成立した前後に建造されたんじゃないかな。
If I remember my history, these tunnels were constructed just before Crossbell became an autonomous state.
そうすると70年ほど前のものですか。
In that case, this tunnel dates back 70
クロス
years.
ベルといえばかつてはセプチウムの産地として有名だったそうですね。
I believe Crossbell was once famous for being rich in septium, correct?
ええ、以前はそれをめぐって帝国と共和国が争ったくらいよ。
Correct. So rich that the Empire and the Republic would have wars over it.
今でも産出量は減っていないからとても重要な資源ではあるけど。
Septium yields are still bountiful to this day, making it one of Crossbell's most valuable resources. And potentially something the neighboring countries would want to take over.
採掘技術が上がったことで他国に有望な鉱脈が見つかったから昔ほど注目はされていないみたいね。
You know, as long as living conditions are okay, I feel like I'd rather live in a place that doesn't really have anything of value in terms of war anywhere nearby it, because I feel like that's gonna be a much safer place to be if there's nothing to fight over. But given the advancements in mining technology and the discovery of other septium veins elsewhere, it's not as notable as it once was.
そうだな。
I wasn't aware of that.
今のクロスベルといえばやっぱり貿易と金融だろうし。
Commerce really is the backbone of modern Crossbell, isn't it?
またか。
There it is again.
反響してやがるな。
Thing must be real close, judging by the echo.
ティオちゃん、わかる？
Can you pinpoint its location, Tio?
はい、
Of course.
行きます。わかりました。トン
Success.
ネル道を抜けた先の出口から聞こえたようです。
I traced the sound waves to the exit of this
わ
tunnel.
かった。行ってみよう。
Good work. Let's go. There's so many monsters in these tunnels, man. I just assumed that when the bus goes through here, it just runs them over. Actually, it seems like Randy's attack goes a little bit forward, which is nice. Killer cricket. Kill that cricket.
任せてくれ。やっはっ。
We'll use Tio's turn
私の番ね。
to analyze.
チャンスです。
I was talking about the whole starting point conversation earlier. I think you got hit with massive stream delay. Oh, probably. My internet dropped there, so it likely dropped you guys out of actual live.
分
Analyze.
析を開始します。情報を入手しました。
This giant insect rubs its saw-like wings together to confuse its enemies. Alright. Very weak to fire, though.
行くぜ。
Randy, how much do you do with fire? This is experimental. I could do a heat wave. It'd be a waste of EP, though. Not that you really use it anyways. Firebolt.
駆動。
任せてくれ。
Do we? We do, but no fire. So just punch.
と。
私の番ね。
And you don't have fire. Just attack.
行くぜ。
You know, it's not bad. Granted, it does have ADF down too, so that might play into it a lot more.
ちょろいぜ。
Wi-Fi at my job is horrible. Damn. That is unfortunate. I'm very glad that while I don't have a wired connection, my Wi-Fi is still doing pretty good. Even though we'll have the occasional drops like what just happened earlier. Or sometimes stream just cuts off immediately. Which now that I've said it, it won't happen, right? Reverse jinx. Modeled killer. Don't know. Use Sio's turn. Let me just get a good smack in on both of these guys. Yep. This mountain spider's venom is fast acting and lethal. Very weak to fire. Okay. Things in here are probably just weak to fire. We have an instant kill attack. Well, it's good that we won't have to see it. At least not in this fight. To add to that conversation, I would say that, yeah, it is a bit of a different scenario if the entire series was conceived as one whole experience, rather than a separate story happening to separate people with no actual relation to each other except a few references. But I assume, like, events from the very first game will still be referenced back to. Much later on in the series, and there's still a ton of mysteries that I think will likely only be revealed way further on. So the importance of it might be more pronounced than any other series of its nature. Let's not do this. You know, I'm just gonna use an item here. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Just a few drops of its venom can be lethal. Frostbell's most deadly spider. Maybe this was the one that has the insta-kill. I don't know. Maybe all the spiders do. That'd be kind of scary. Oop. And dead. I suppose that's a very good distinction too, between need and better. Because you can still find an enjoyable experience for sure. The Trails games are just that good in my opinion. But I do think that you probably aren't able to like theorize and have a conversation in regards to the series as a whole if you don't play the series as a whole. It's just the usual. I wonder where this path leads. What is that? Is that just like another gate, another fortress? Will the game allow me to go this way? What are these guys? A Roctopus? Looked like some Cthulhu sort of little monsters. Wearing gas masks. Just take you out. End your suffering. Death Blow, my favorite. Oh, it just has Death Blow. The spiders. That would suck if it procs on you. Let's see. Heavy aquatic monster that now lives on land. Consumes rocks for nourishment. I'll let other people deal with that. Whoa, now.
私の番ね。
Every single time we bring up this topic, you get super heated about Insaniac. I don't think anybody is really using absolutist terms here. I do get where you're coming from, though, where like certain conversations on the online especially will have opinions like that. Because unfortunately nuance is lost on the internet. I think people can enjoy whatever they want to enjoy. But I can kind of see it from the other side too, where a lot of people who come in at the middle part of the series will say like, JoJo's part 3 with the stands was so much better. Just ignore part 1 and part 2 forever. And part 1 and part 2 should be changed to be more like part 3. Which is just like, not really. I don't think so, but you know, some people may have an opinion, something like that. So it creates conversations in both ends and people just being too harsh with each other. Huh. This way leads.
なんか抜け道っぽいが、鉱山町方面じゃねえよな。
Seems like it'd be some kind of shortcut, but I'm betting it doesn't lead to Mainz.
地図にも何もないわね。
You're right. I don't see it on the map either.
とりあえず聞こえてきたのはこっちの方ではないです。
Regardless, the sound did not come from this direction.
引き返した方がいいのでは？
Should we turn back?
わかった。そうするか。
Yeah, we have to chase that echo. Alright. Yeah, the game did not allow me. Good to know. Let's also save, it's been a while. That's another fair point, Kiwi Bird. It's like, it can be kind of fun to see people create theories and things like that surrounding things that they perhaps don't have any information on. Gives you a new perspective on it, as opposed to somebody who knows all the facts already laid out. Just something different. Kind of like me playing Persona 4 Golden for the first time as my first Persona game, and lacking a lot of the context from previous Persona, so I don't really know who Igor is, how the Velvet Room works, how Persona actually works as a game. Me having all these ideas about what the ending would be like. But if only I'd played a previous Persona game, then I would have had a better idea that we would just, you know, take down. That's just kind of how it goes.
皆さん、お願いします。了解。分かったわ。はいさ。そこです。そこ。データ収集終了しました。
I see. I see. Well, regardless, you know, I think it's probably best then to just drop the topic. I just found an interesting conversation point. But if it's creating this much discourse, then maybe we should just move on. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we got some chests here on the right. I wonder if the grayed out one is once again one of those like high-level monster ones. Is this just a JRPG thing? Because like even in Grand Blue, they had the whole totems or whatever they were. Just out-leveled the player. People that are not spoiled on the P4 twist are a rare breed. I was one of them, but I also feel like the twist was a little easy to see. The kind of reactions that I enjoy the most are people who barely know any media. They're the funniest because they have no idea what's going on and every single thing that's happening is incredibly peak. Oh shit, we're getting sucked. Nice. Inside the chest, you find a big goose egg. Can we take it? Can we cook it? Alright, no, it's just a regular trap chest. I feel like the one that we ran into on Mainz Road was probably the first instance of a extremely high level chest. Considering what these monsters can do, it may be best for me to just rip an S-craft here, to be honest. Or I could do this. Yeah, I might. Let's try this out. Nice. For 5 turns? Get fucked. Okay. Are you guys particularly strong against anything? You're particularly weak to fire. I do not have fire. Water a little bit, but it's also like a single target thing. It's a line. Let's do an aerial here. Actually, I don't know where they're gonna move, so it might just be best to use an Ice Skull Edge until they gather around a spot. Do I have any buffs? Just movement buff, debilitate. Debilitate is all targeted, so yeah, honestly, I'll do this. What? You're blinded! No! You're blinded! Stop hitting me! Is your S-craft? No, it's a single target S-craft. Not the greatest here, is it? Let's do this. Right, how much does poison damage do? I do not recall. Okay, let's get out of my face. Oh my god. Deadly stroke. Oh, what the fuck? All of my crab points, you bitch! God damn it. Yeah, I think I should just rip the S-craft here, or else we might be fucked. Let's see. I've forgotten what this S-craft does. I think it heals. I don't know if it revives. I'll have to check it. Let's do a reviving bomb on Randy and Heal needs literally just one more point, and then I'll rip the S-craft. Yes. Fuck you. Okay, this is the most that we can hit. Let's do it. Ooh. Yeah, I have to remember it for next time. Crash bomb into S-craft because he gets it back immediately. It's really nice. Ooh, get deleted. Okay, now this is a little more manageable. What does the S-craft do again? Revive and heal, 50%. Gotcha. We can do a tier. Yes, we will. As long as we don't get one shot here, we should be fine on Randy. Okay. Let's help out Tio. Nice. Finally, the blind is coming into play. Otaku. Tio's second S-craft is very good. I don't think she has it yet. We'll have to see in the future. Oh, nice. Although I think they can still just attack us, right? I think that's mute, so they can't use arts. Alright, that could have gone better. But now we have learned. Engineer boots. You took everything from me. Everything! Well, at least I still have my charming personality. Sure, bud. Whatever you say, bud. And these engineer boots. Who wants them? What do they do? Defense 14. I think that gives them speed. I think I'll put them on you then. Engineer boots. This one does give movement too, but it has such a low defense. Yeah, I don't think it's that low of a defense is really worth it in case you get smacked. Let's put the grasshoppers on. Okie dokes. From the description, grasshoppers are literally Nike Airs. Popular sneakers with air insoles. Release impact of walking. Was that how they sold the Nike Airs? I mean, considering the name, I would assume so. How they presented it as. It's like walking on air. You want to turn around, bub?
Yeah. Yosh.
Alright. Yeah, we can just smack him around. It's not too shabby.
チャンスです。
Party chance and
皆さんお願いします。さてと、
they had little pumps in the tongues where you could inflate the air sacs in the soles. Really? I never owned a pair of those shoes, so I wouldn't know. But would that help? Did that help? Does it scientifically give you an advantage?
No.
Hey,
いた。
there it is. It's me. Very intelligent looking white wolf with human eyes.
白い毛並み、新郎の伝承の通りね。
That white fur. It's just like the legendary divine wolf.
ようやく現れたかよ。
Terry Bogard? Is that you? Finally decided to come out and play, eh?
ここであったが100年目だ。とっとと成敗して。
No way you're getting away now. Come on, let's hurry and take him
待って
down.
ください。
Wait a moment.
その子、敵意を発していません。
I do not sense any hostility. I mean, yeah, that's not attacking. I still would 100% like Nike Airs because it's still just like shoes. Let's be real here. The air sacs would eventually burst, so it was great for resale, which I think is all Nike cared about. You know, that's actually a big brain idea. Profit for the company!
ここは私に任せてください。
I will handle this.
おい。
Wait,
バ
Tio,
カ、何やってやがる。
you out of your mind?
大丈夫。平気です。
Calm down. I'll be fine.
やっと会えましたね。
We finally meet.
私たちに会いに来てくれたみたいですが、
I feel as though you have been seeking us.
何か伝えたいことでもあるんですか？
Is there perhaps a message you wish to relay? To relay? Grr, 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 grr.
やっぱり。
It is just as I thought. Is she a dog whisperer too?
ティオちゃん。
Tio,
言葉がわかるのか？
you can understand it?
言ってることがなんとなくわかるという程度ですが。
Not exactly, but I can basically infer its intentions.
それで何を伝えたいの？
Although the wolfie is just some dude making wolf noises. I mean, hey, that's how most animal noises in video games are, aren't they? I mean, like, in Persona 3 as well, our dog companion, Koromaru, is just a dude making dog noises. I think there are specifically VAs who do animal noises or, like, weird-sounding noises. Like Fiddlesticks from League of Legends, the rework. And, I assume the VA for Carnage is pretty good at that in Marble Tokon. What is your message? A little Joey stuck in a well. We have to go collect the 5 McMuffins to save him? Oh, gosh, golly gee. We have to save little Joey. Joey Wheeler? How'd he get stuck down there?
それって
Oh, that means... Whoa.
しまった。
あんなところ行くのかよ。
Sheesh, he's like a friggin' mountain goat.
あ
Iron Fiddlesticks did a really good job. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's why I always think of him immediately whenever we have conversations like this of like, not the usual standard VA work. I don't recall his name, but that dude is insane with the noises that he can make.
ティオ、彼は何を言ってたんだ？
What did he say, Tio?
確かに俺たちに何か伝えたいみたいだったけど。
It definitely seemed like he was trying to tell us something.
そのニュアンスだけを伝えると
I'm not certain, but the nuance seemed to be something along the lines of... Also, did she say nuance? Like, even in the Japanese dub? I guess maybe they don't have, like, a direct translation or word for that? So they just use nuance?
最後のかけらはこの先に
Or I could have misheard it. The final fragment lies ahead.
あとはお前たち次第だ
Nuance is a loan word? Gotcha. The rest is in your
だ
hands.
そうです
That's all I could gather.
最後のかけら？
The final
え
fragment?
えそんなニュアンスでした
Yes. At least I think that was it. I'm sorry I could not be clearer.
信じるも信じない
The
も
fact that you understood that
ロイ
much
ド
is
さんた
already
ち
a
次第
miracle.
ですが
Does this mean Tio's actually a Disney princess? It is up to you whether you believe it or not.
ああ、そういうことを言ってるんじゃないって。
No, no, I believe it. I was just thinking.
最後のかけらはこの先に。
The final fragment lies ahead.
つまり一連の魔獣被害で不足していた最後の情報が揃うって意味じゃないか。
In other words, we're near the last piece of the puzzle we need in order to figure out these attacks.
ちょっと待って
Wait a minute.
ティオちゃんが聞いた言葉が本当だったとしても
Assuming Tio's interpretation is
あ
accurate,
の狼の言ってることをそのまま信じてもいいの
is it really okay for us to just believe what that wolf told us?
ああ各地を襲っていた張本人だ
Fair point. He and his pals are our main suspects for the attacks, yeah?
そんな知能があるかどうかともかく騙してる可能性はねえのかよ
If he's smart enough to communicate with us, then he's smart enough to lie to us. Could be trying to throw us for a loop.
いや、
No, I disagree. No, Randy.
どうやらさっきの狼は各地を襲っていた狼型魔獣とは別物の可能性が高そうだ。
There's a good chance that wolf isn't one of our culprits. Really?
おいおいどうしてそうなるんだよ
You're serious? What makes you think that?
ああ、それは
Well, something stood out to me. Why was that wolf not the culprit? Both howl and appearance? I don't know.
村と病院での調査ではさっきみたいな遠吠えが聞こえたという証言はなかった。
You're right. I did forget about that detail. According to testimonies at America and St. Ursula, there were no mentions of howling.
研修医のリットンさんの話では襲ってきたのは真っ黒な姿の狼みたいな魔獣だったそうだ。
Also, Litton claims the wolf-like monsters that ambushed him on the hospital roof had a black coat of fur.
そういえば
Now that you mention it,
確かに結構違いがあるな
guess our wolf pal doesn't match the profile.
まあ、だからといってさっきの魔獣が犯人じゃないと断定まではできないけどね。
Right. But that doesn't necessarily mean we can cross him off our list of suspects
あい
entirely.
つがボスで手下の黒い狼にやらせていた可能性だってあるわけだし。
It's possible he's their leader and is commanding the Black Wolves to do his dirty
群
work.
れで行動している以上その可能性もあるわけですね
Packs tend to have an alpha, so you may be
で
right.
も本当に違うのなら考えを改める必要がありそうね
Still, if he isn't responsible for the attacks, we may have to rethink
狼
things.
型魔獣は2種類いてそれぞれ別々に動いているって
There may be two different kinds of wolves, each acting on its own.
ああ、そういうことだ。
Yeah, that's a safe assumption.
そのうちさっきの彼も含めた白い狼が伝承にある新郎で
Not only that, but he may very well have been a divine wolf, like the one from the legends.
未だ尻尾を出してない黒いやつが各地で悪さをしてた連中ってわけか
And if that's true, then these black wolves who we haven't seen hide nor hair of are the ones causing this whole mess.
なるほど。辻褄は合うな。
The pieces are starting to fall into place. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
はい。私もそんな感じがします。
I also feel that is a likely scenario.
さっきの子、少なくとも悪意は感じられませんでした。
Weren't we attacked by wolves in first chapter of the Crone Mountain Pass? I do recall something like that. Weren't there a bunch of guardsmen too who were being attacked and we had to go in and help save them? Pretty sure they were black wolves, like the model that they had shown in the supposed attack on the hospital rooftop. And as I previously mentioned, I sensed no hostility from the wolf.
ああ、俺もそう思うよ。
Yeah, I agree.
最後のかけらはこの先に。
The final fragment lies ahead.
この先というのはやっぱり鉱山町のことかしら。
By ahead, do you think he was referring to Mainz?
なあ、
More
間
than
違いないだ
likely.
ろ。
Yeah, I can't see what else it'd be.
近くまで来たことだし、予定通りこのまま訪ねてみよう。
We're almost there, so let's just keep going as planned.
わかったわ。
し
Understood.
かし、あとはお前たち次第だ。ね
You're forgetting that last part, though. The rest is in your
え。どうでもいい
hands.
けど、やたらと偉そうな物言いだよな。
Kind of pretentious, if you ask me. He too good to lend us a paw?
そうですね。
That may be true,
なん
actually.
というか、少しばかり舐められていたとは思います。
Damn. I did get the impression he was being condescending.
まあそれはともかく、
Well, I guess I'm used to that by now.
最後まで気を抜かずに調査した方が良さそうだな。
Let's get back on track and put an end to this investigation.
なんとか手がかりを見つけられるといいんだけど。
Right. I feel like we're on the cusp of making a breakthrough. Damn. Well, we gotta prove ourselves to the wolf before he can become our friend. Although I am almost entirely certain that that is going to be the case at some point in this game. Holy moly. Alright. Well, we got a little bits to go. We have new unique mods. Oh my god, you turned around. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Condescended to by a furball?
始めましょう。
Truly are starting from zero. Indeed. Indeed. We are constantly reminded of it.
行くぞ。
You know, we're just gonna... Yeah, she only has 24 crap points. We should start building that up. Battle scope.
それ。
What is you? Oh, damn. Very weak to earth and fire, but takes literally none from water and wind. A flying fish that traverses mountains with ease. Robs foes a body heat. Interesting. They also give us fish fillet here. I wonder if you could still complete that side quest, but get the fish fillet from here instead.
今だわ。
Water Rose.
行くわよ。
Dead. Close to, at least.
私の番です。そこです。敵集団撃破しました。
Alright. Secrets? Secret. Space. Ah, come on, not again. Let me be. I just wish to shoot you in the back. Like this.
先生可能。始めましょう。
I feel like it's kind of a universal technique in JRPGs where they have the system of attacking enemies from behind. Because like I was also playing Romancing Saga actually. Romancing Saga 2, I believe.
さあ、先を急ぎましょう。
And all the mobs would run at you to a point. Once you learned about that point, you could just kind of stand just beyond it and they'd get frustrated and turn their backs and you get preemptive attack every single time. It just works.
行きます。
Does take a little bit more time though. Yeah, what's up here? Outside of this chest. Or outside of this one chest. And right. Let's do this again. About here? Yep. Got him. Please is so close. Get out of my way. What? Okay. Some interesting construction.
先生可能始めましょう。
行くぜ。
俺の番だな。やっ。
チャンスです。
Damn.
皆さんお願いします。
はいさ。
You'd stab a man in the back?
そこです。
That's the safest way, isn't it?
さてと。
I don't know if that's a specific reference to something.
行くぜ。
But regardless, yes.
ちょろいぜ。
Yes, you should. In a real combat scenario, take any advantage that you can. Hell, even when you're playing a video game like Marvel Rivals or something, it's much easier to shoot somebody who doesn't know you're there than it is to 1v1 somebody who knows you're looking at them. Your investigation into the theft of this chest comes up empty, much like the chest itself. You conveniently ignore the fact that you are the thief. We got some frigging Death Note situation over here. I'm Kira, but I'm also the head investigator for my own case. What is that? Is that a boss door leading into the old mine? We're gonna go down there someday. I knows it.
よし、一気に行くぞ。
行くぜ。
No party attack this time.
さてと。
行くぞ。
任せろ。
任せてく
Did
れ。
and did.
任せて。
And now you.
行きます。
任せろ。
These deadly shadows.
私の番ね。
The Thief series seems like so much fun.
行くぞ。
Oh well, it did back in the day.
よし。
A lot of really cool innovations too made in that series. It's one of the ones that still sticks in my mind for how advanced it was for the time. And like how much it paid close attention to the smaller details than like even some modern games do. Right. You know, I don't really care about you guys anymore. Is that everything? Yep, we should be heading into Mainz. What is this? Is this specifically just like to prevent people from getting fallen rocks just landing on their head? Maybe it just happens often here, so they built it. Welcome to Gorok Village. Oh, of course the bus is here. If only, man. If only. Hopefully we can get a ride back.
鉱山町マインズか。
Mines. So the mining village is called Mines. I see. Never mind. Oh, it's clearly an A there. Why is it not Mainz? My bad.
随分険しい場所にあるんですね。
It is in a rather inaccessible place, is it not?
なんつうか。
Yeah, I gotta
ア
agree.
ルモリカ村もそうだったが、町とのギャップがすげえよな。
It reminds me of Amrika Village. It's like night and day compared to the city.
そうね。採掘のための動力化は一応されているみたいだけど。
It seems they modernized their mining technology at least, though.
あら、そちらの黒い車は。
What's that black vehicle there? And is that not the bus? Maybe it's not. It has cat ears. And it has eyes. Is that Morgana?
これは鉱石を運ぶ運搬車なのか。
I wonder if they use it to transport septium deposits.
それにしちゃ妙にごつい作りをしてねえか。
Don't you think it looks a little too fancy to be hauling around rocks, though?
帝国ラインフォルト社製の特殊運搬車みたいですね。
It appears to be a special transport vehicle designed by the Empire's Rhineford Company.
どうやら最新型のようです。
Their latest model, no
最
less.
新型ともなると相当高価なはずだけど、
If it's that cutting edge, it must have cost a fortune.
町長さんあたりが所有しているのかしら。
Perhaps it's the town mayor's private car.
そうかもしれないな。
It's a
いず
possibility.
れにせよ、まずは町長を訪ねてみよ
Either way, we should try visiting him before anything
う。魔
else.
獣の被害状況について改めて話を聞いてみないとな。
Hopefully, he can shed some light on circumstances regarding the monster attack here in Mainz. Mainz. Damn it. Alrighty. Well, I think we have made exact time, actually. That's funny. I did skip a few mobs at the end, but we're now here in Mainz Village, and next time we get around to playing Trails, we'll explore the town, see what's happening, do the investigation, and hopefully find whatever it is we need to find here that the Divine Wolf wishes for us to see. Regardless, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, dudes!